ABV, original gravity, Simcoe hops, head retention, lacing. Those names might not mean too much to you now, but you're going to know them even more as we go through another round of Brewsday Tuesday. Here's Drez and Huck.
This is a twist off for me.
It is a twister.
Yeah, not so applicable, all those names, because we're not doing.
Wondering about the head retention,
it's not
but
beer
other
on
than that,
Brewsday. Yeah, maybe the head retention. It is Brewsday Tuesday round deux of our almost round quattro.
Yeah, it's actually quattro.
Because we did beers the first time. Now we're doing the mixed cocktails that I was able to find down there in Cancun and smuggle back.
Them in. Yeah, we had to play that song, you know. I thought of that.
Speaking of smuggling, so obviously, that's talking about drugs. I didn't smuggle back drugs, but I was offered drugs a lot down there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I must have the look, but
You got that hippie hair.
I mean, seriously, because it was almost like Vegas on that strip. That everybody, they're out there trying to hustle you to come in to get dinner or whatever.
Hookers.
And then when I'm like, and then they're like, mota, mota, mota. Or just point at their nose.
So Malta is
marijuana.
Oh,
Mexican for marijuana. Mexican. Spanish for marijuana is mota.
well, if they're pointing at the nose, that should be coca.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear anybody say coca, but not only did I get offered that stuff, but I'll get into it a little later. But
All right.
Let's go ahead and go around. So do you like pina colada?
That's what I got. Pina colada.
And
8% Cuba Libre pina colada.
That's what it is. Okay, so and mine is actually Sky. Sky
From the liquor people?
Sky on the beach.
So is that even
This is
Mexican? Just gonna because I do that sometimes.
Well, I did notice this, and I had one of these. I didn't bring it back, but then when I went to untap it, I saw that it wasn't on untap, so I was like, maybe these aren't in America. While I was down there, I had a Jack Daniel's, honey and cola or something. Like it was one of the. They had a bunch of Jack Daniels.
Well, they got
drinks.
I've seen the Jack Daniel's honey, but I haven't seen it with the cola.
Like a mixed drink thing.
No,
like
yeah,
this.
but I've seen a bottle
of course,
the honey,
like actual
Jack
liquor. Yeah, but this was like a cocktail with it
I've
in
seen
a can.
some of that, but I mean,
And I was like, oh well, we have that. And then when I went to untap it, I was like, this is not a thing here.
I don't think how you could do that in America. A cola, a Coke, and a Jack Daniel's.
So I don't know. Either way, this one's only 5%. So I gave you the big boy this time around at least.
Yeah.
But all right. So back to it. So yeah, we're going up and down the strip once we left Nazook, and we we went and got some dinner and whatever, and then we went to Coco Bongo. Which, do you know anything about the Coco Bongo?
It must be cool.
The Coco Bongo
You've been
Club?
talking about it a lot. The Coco Bongo sounds like a bar.
Well, I never heard of it before. Or I guess I had, but I didn't realize it. So, Kirsty, my BB, she wanted to go. She's wanted to for a long time. So this was sort of her thing.
Okay.
It's a club that is owned by this guy. Shoot, what's his name? Oh, Jim Carrey. You heard of Jim Carrey?
I have heard it.
Remember the movie
Carrey.
The Mask?
Yeah.
The Coco Bongo Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they actually made a club based on that movie.
Okay.
And so it's like, it's a club. They don't start till like 9:30. So it's not like dinner and a show, but like, it's you buy tickets and it's all you can drink, and they put on like a show for you. And dude, it was pretty crazy. So I splurged. I treated her. I got the gold seats. So it's more of the premium liquors. You get the open bar a little bit longer, and we get seats, which was nice. And I'm definitely glad we splurged and went that route. And I did the smart thing, and like it wasn't the first round, but the second round that our like guy brought us drinks, I just threw him a 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like a guy that he liked. Like he upgraded our seats for us, and I just kept feeding him money. And again, I don't know. I don't remember his name. He told us his name, but I noticed that
Juan.
if I wanted other party favors, I did notice that he had the hookup on that. But he probably needs to be more careful. I don't know how much longer he's going to have that job. Like it was not as
I don't think it's
sly as it should be.
It's not as against the law down there.
Maybe. I don't know. But dude, I mean, it was a show. Like a lot of movie references and stuff. Their main thing is like, they have a big Spider-Man outside. I'm like, what is this, a Spider-Man show? But I guess that's kind of the thing because it's like they're flying around. Like, oh, dude, it was crazy. But a lot of movie references. They did a Queen thing. They did a Michael Jackson thing. I mean, a Beetlejuice. They had a little midget running around, and he was doing funny stuff. And it was quite entertaining. Let's put it that way. And I was just drinking Jack on the rocks all night.
There you
Except
go.
for I did try some tequila, but then I switched back to Jack.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Tequila.
Yeah, but it was a good night. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Cocoa Bongos, I do recommend it.
I'll try to do that. Cocoa Bongos. Yeah. So this particular drink. Okay, so Cuba Libre is a drink. It's a lime rum drink, and a Pina Colada is a drink.
Is it the mix of it or something?
That's what I'm thinking. This is nasty.
Oh, really?
I'm just gonna say.
You want to go ahead and untap it?
I'm
that bad.
You know, the only thing is, it's just I can get maybe I should have shook it up. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how the second half.
See what the rest of it looks
Let
like.
me stir it around a little bit. And just
Well, I
pour.
gave you that can. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have given you
I
the
didn't
bottle
get any-
because I do have this for you here, Huck.
Oh, what's this?
I know that you started collecting
Keychains.
keychain bottle openers, so I
What
figured.
is this guy? He looks like a snake.
I think it has to do with kind of like the Aztec sort of
wait,
old school.
This is a bird. Actually, I don't think it. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's a bird thing. I don't know, but it looked cool and interesting.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, it has something on there.
It says Cancun. It says Cancun on. I want to make sure you know where it came
man.
from.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Nice. Cheers.
So yeah, sorry that I didn't have a bottle. Like out of all the things I brought back, the only bottle I brought were their twist tops.
This
So.
is pretty cool.
But
So, I'm getting quite the collection of bottle openers.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Huck's day job / he's retired from being he works in security, so locks, keys.
Locks, keys.
It's probably
anything
more
that
like
opens things.
probably more like security cameras and key cards
nowadays.
now, but
Yeah, but there's still locks out there.
that's true.
Every once in a while I get a call for some kind of old cabinet or something. I have this collection of skeleton keys. I would imagine I'm third generation, not my family, but a guy had a lock shop in Fincastle, and he died. And this other guy had a lock shop, bought him out, and he wasn't related. The first guy was Peanut, and the second guy was I can't remember his name, but he had the lock shop forever, Harold. So Harold had it forever, and then he passed out. He passed on, like we all want to. And
He passed out like I do every weekend.
He passed on like we all want to in his sleep. Of course, the other three people in the car weren't as happy about it.
weren't as fortunate.
But nobody got hurt except him. And so I bought him out. And so this is like 100 years worth of skeleton keys.
So how does that work with a skeleton key? Like, I mean, I know.
Well, older
When
locks.
I think of a skeleton key, I think of like, all right, this is the skeleton key for this hotel. It can open every door in this.
Well, that's a master key.
Oh, so what's the difference? Oh, you mean like the ones with the okay, gotcha.
A warded lock. The old locks are warded. That means inside the lock they had little pieces of metal that kept a flat piece of, like if you try to pick it with a flat piece of metal, you can't. It has to have grooves in it. So, but there's locks that have a lot of grooves in them. Keys, they have a lot of grooves, so they can go in almost any lock and turn it. And that's a skeleton key. So it can open 20 locks at the same time because it kind of bypasses all the blocks. They didn't really do, like nowadays keys, you have to
I was thinking of like the old school one that just has kind of like two, like with the
two
little keyhole.
Yes.
Those are skeleton keys?
That's what I'm talking about. That's
okay.
what you got a skeleton key for.
Gotcha.
And inside that lock, I was getting a little technical there, but the things that keep most keys from turning, a skeleton key doesn't have it's got a whole lot of parts cut away, so it's going to open the lock no matter how many wards you put up against it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I
but
have
they're
a key
all different
collection.
sizes for every different
Did I ever
thing.
tell you about that? I have
No.
like a little key collection I've had since I was like a kid. Might have to show you those.
You should.
See if
Mine takes up a wall and two
No,
5
I guarantee you,
gallon
mine fits in a
buckets.
little wooden box, so it's
Yeah.
nothing like yours.
I have
but-
a 5-gallon bucket full of keys, all of them different.
Jeez. Well, all right. Well, there you go. And the key to Cancun is
Alcohol.
Yeah, there you go. I did have.
So are the beaches white?
Oh man, I got.
So it's
some
on the
great pictures.
Pacific, right?
It's
No, it's
I think
on-
it's technically the Caribbean.
You're right. No, it's like not the Caribbean. It's on the Gulf of
It's
Monterey.
Not, it's not really the. It's like kind of the Gulf, but kind of the Atlantic, I guess.
Oh, I thought it was on the
It's
Pacific
right there on the
side.
point. Like I thought the same thing. I was like, I don't know exactly where I'm going, but it's more.
I have no idea.
It's more south than I thought, and more like because you know how Mexico kind of comes down and then swings over.
Yeah,
it's like kind of on the point right there where it swings over and goes back down a little more.
That's cool.
So it's kind of like the Gulf / the Caribbean / the Atlantic. I don't even know, but either way, yeah, the beaches were pretty beautiful. We literally got in one time. But like I said, we got that cabana and just chilled
that does
out.
Sound nice. Yeah, it looks
just
like
chilled out the whole time.
It looks like it is kind of on the Atlantic side. Yeah, I thought it was on the other side. So
No,
that's
no.
my bad. You're right. So it's not really that far from Atlanta. Yeah,
Atlanta?
Yeah, your flight was
Yeah,
only
no,
like 4
yeah,
hours. Yeah, okay, 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, the flight from Atlanta to
See, I
Cancun
thought
was
it
like 2.5 hours.
I thought Cancun was way on the other side of Mexico.
No.
I don't know nothing.
Nope, clearly not.
No knowledge of
You
Mexico.
need to go to Mexico and figure some things out.
So was any ruins? Aztec ruins?
We didn't see any of that, man.
Yeah.
We were just having a good time.
Just asking for a friend.
I didn't go in that depth.
Yeah.
Didn't go that far in.
Well, that's great that you brought us alcoholic beverages back.
I try, man. I try.
Yeah.
Don't always succeed.
Well, I'll be going to a few places coming up if you want to touch on a future month or two.
You know what's on the horizon?
Yeah, I'm going going to go to Jazz Fest in New Orleans.
Oh, heading to New Orleans.
I'm going to Vegas. Vegas sooner than they're about a month apart. So there'll be some beer coming back.
All right.
And this summer, I'm taking a big trip out west.
So we'll have plenty of shows after
probably
that
6 or 8 states worth of beer.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, so we got a lot going on coming up.
Awesome. Oh, well, for this one, we got to untap these bad boys real quick. So you don't? You said it was gross.
Growing on me though.
That's why That's why I'm glad you didn't untap it right when I said it. When you said it earlier.
So I get the. It's seriously, I was a bartender, and the Cuba, it's got more Cuba Libre taste to me than the pina colada. I get a little bit of the coconut, but no, pina colada is really thick.
I'm not a big pina colada fan.
Yeah, but it's really thick and white, and this is kind of greenish. But this is okay. It's like a Cuba Libre with a little coconut in it, and I'll
got that 8%. It's a Huck session.
Right. So I'm gonna move up a little bit. I think this will probably be the highest score of the quad. It's a 3.75.
So
and mostly on the 8%.
Huck's not a big fan of the Mexican drinks that they got.
But I was
there.
expecting a pina colada, and I didn't get it. But now that I've drank it, it's more of a Cuba Libre.
Well, I don't know if this segment just ran long or I just was thirsty, but I guess this is like a smaller bottle than
that
normal.
is a little bottle.
What is this?
10?
275 milliliters. I mean, it's not going to say in ounces. It's from Mexico, so I don't know what that translates to. But the mango on the beach, sky on the beach, whatever it is, I don't know. But it's not bad. I mean, it went down easy. Like I said, I already drank it, so pretty good. I'll give it a 3.75.
There you
I'll
go.
give it maybe I'll make it a 4. I'll make it a 4.
There you go. 4.
Feeling good.
All right.
I have no idea what we're doing next week,
Nobody
but
does.
we'll figure it out. Huck, appreciate you coming in, man,
See you next
and
week.
sharing these beverages that came afar.
There you go.
And we'll do it again next time, Tuesday, 6:00. And all right. The sex on the beach is getting my head. What am I supposed to say? Brought to you by the restaurant? No, I already did that. Okay, yeah, we'll take a quick break. We'll get back to the tunes right here on 105 going through the barest of ground.